Hello.
Oh, hi.
It's been a while. We have telegrams.
Why did you put your mask on to record a podcast? You weren't wearing a mask for like the past 3 hours.
Because you were sick. And you took off your mask. That's a good point though. It's really bad for podcast recording. Telegrams, honey flavored Nabisco. I don't know if honey is
In
normal.
5 hours, it won't be recommended for me to wear a mask anymore. So.
Okay. Oh, they have chocolate chip ones. Oh, those ones are good. And the chocolate ones. Oh, these are all good, dude.
They're probably not vegan because companies hate making chocolate vegan. They absolutely hate it. They despise it. Even if it's dark chocolate, even if it's double dark chocolate. You're at the store. There was something that had like double dark chocolate flavor, not vegan.
It was the Milano cookies.
And it wasn't like the cookie part wasn't vegan, the chocolate part wasn't vegan. Double dark chocolate, not vegan.
That's pretty insane.
It didn't even have milk in it. It had milk fat, which I don't even know what that is, but it sounds like it's just like, let's put a cow thing in it and also make it fattier, just because. I mean, yeah, like fat is addicting to the tongue, so it's just like a cynical capitalist kind of thing, I suppose. If this podcast were more popular, there would be like 10 million people in the comments being like, oh, actually, milk fat is essential for any food to taste good at all, to be even edible. I would never eat anything that doesn't have milk fat in it. You know, as a culinary master myself, I understand the importance of putting milk fat in double dark chocolate. Let me tell you, like, but it's a good thing that nobody listens to this.
You're on bad places of the internet, if that's the kind of comments you're saying.
It's not necessarily like mean comments. It's just like people have this idea of like, what do you mean bad places of the internet? The entire internet's bad. People just have this idea of like, well, actually, you complaining about this ingredient not being in the food. Well, actually, I think the ingredient should be in the food. Not necessarily mean. It's just like they hear things should be different, and then they're like, oh wait, but I know a reason why they are the way they are, so therefore, like, they, you know, there's no way they should be different, because, like, I know the reason for why they are this way, so...
Yeah.
They think they know the reason. They could make up a reason, too. Sometimes they, you know, I don't know everything, but, like, I just feel like it, okay? I just feel like double dark chocolate doesn't need to have milk fat in it, okay? I just feel that. I don't have any concrete evidence for this. I just feel like it's true.
I mean, I really wish those things were vegan. But
by the way,
cookies are really good.
These aren't vegan. They have honey in them, but I personally don't care about honey as a vegan thing. Like, I don't extend my veganism to bugs. So, I mean, I'm not a vegan. I think I might have said this before. I'm not actually a vegan, but I do mostly eat vegan. But I do eat honey. So there's that.
Oh, this is a new mascot. This is this is Teddy Graham. This is something I ate a lot as a kid. Like in kindergarten, like I would have it as like you have like snack time. My mom like having one of those as a snack, and then other kids would have like Lunchables and stuff. And I'm like, Mom, can I have Lunchables for snack time? And she would go, like, no, it's not a lunch, it's a snack. Lunchables is like a whole lunch. You don't need that.
Lunchables looked extremely dystopian to me as a child, and they still do.
What?
As a kid, like I would have like, I don't know, whatever. I mean, the stuff I was eating wasn't necessarily any better anyway. Like, I was eating, like, animal crackers in a bag, you know, like, with frosting on them. You know, those frosted, iced animal crackers that they're...
pink ones?
Yeah, pink and white.
Those were at the store, like, next to these.
The pink and white ones. Yeah, like, the stuff I was eating wasn't necessarily better, but to me, like, the fact that it was, like, in a lunch tray, which is, like, I hated school lunch, and the fact that it was in, like, it was just, like, the most disgusting looking bologna.
I never saw it as a lunch tray.
It's like all the food is all in its own little compartments, and it's like the food is all its own little compartments, and like the bologna is like the food is like the most sanitized looking thing ever. Like there's like it's like everything is in like perfect little circles or
pizza
squares.
Pizza is like not pizza.
Yeah, and they sold pizza, but it was like a cracker with like tomato sauce and like
it was like a pita,
shredded cheese or something. It looked bad. It looked dystopian. It looked disgusting. It actually like repulsed me as a kid. I was like morally against Lunchables. I would have gone on a political like movement against Lunchables as a child. Maybe I still would. I read some book recently about Lunchables. It wasn't about lunch. There was like a chapter where they mentioned Lunchables. And, like, something about them was bad. I don't remember what it was.
Okay, without reading
It
this,
was something that I cared about, though. It was like probably an environmental thing. It was like something that I read, and I was like, "Oh my god, how can Lunchables do this?" But I don't remember what it was. It was a few years ago. It was like 4 years ago.
they have like ham Lunchables too.
Well, yeah, obviously those weren't in the running. I did want to eat pepperoni. I'm sure I've already told this, but I did want to eat pepperoni as a kid, and my mom
Have you
was
never
like,
had pepperoni in your life?
"No."
That's
And
like sad.
wait, well, I've had beef pepperoni, and my mom was like, "No, you can't have that." And I was like, "Why?" And she was like, "Your dad's," and she said a word I didn't understand, and she was like, "Jewish," and I didn't know what she was saying, so I was just like, I just didn't understand why I wasn't allowed to have pepperoni.
Okay, there's an activity on the back of this. I just want, don't read this like blue paragraph, but like, can you just like quick like your first instinct of what this is you're supposed to do here?
Okay, maybe like spell out a word like these like what like drop bottle like I don't know there'll be like a word that those represent.
Do you have a different idea
Okay,
now that you've thought about it, seen it, and thought about it for a little bit?
that is my idea after thinking about it a little bit.
I should explain what this is. So it says like, how do you make musical notes? The first picture it's water droplets. It's the number one, water droplets plus, and then like 3 bottles of different colors. One's red, one's
Wait, I was supposed to
blue,
read the title?
and then one's yellow. Well, I just said without reading the blue text, but
I didn't read the title. How do you make music notes?
yeah. And then the second picture is 2, and then there's 2 bottles, and then there's like an arrow pointing to how much water is filled in one of them. One has more water than the
Is
other.
it loss?
And then 3, there's like one of the bottles from the second picture, and there's like music next to it, and there's like wind.
Okay, can I see it again? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's obviously how you make music. It's showing the water, the bottles. They have a water put in them. They're empty at first, and they have some water put in them at differing levels. You blow over it, and it makes the music, different music notes.
That's true.
I hate this bear guy. I hate this bear character.
Yeah, he's bad. I missed the old one.
I don't know. I don't know of an old one. Can I see it?
I just know it wasn't CGI.
He looks disgusting. He looks like he poops his pants.
Wait.
Specifically, the one on the back. Like, he looks like he has poop in his pants right now.
Okay. Sure, I'll. That's he not.
I hate him.
How is he? Why is he holding the magnifying glass not up to his eye? Like, how is he? He's not.
Is that not a bubble blower?
Oh, okay. You're right. You're right about that. That makes more sense. There's bubbles around him. I saw this. I saw how do you make music notes, and I thought this was like a math riddle. So like number 3, it's like, oh, so yellow equals piss bottle. That equals music notes. But then blue bottle and red bottle and yellow bottle is water. And until I read the blue paragraph, I didn't actually know
That
what
is what this bear would come up with.
Why is there like a plus sign? Why does the number of bottles decrease with each picture? And why does it say how to make musical notes?
Because you gotta make some.
That's not how you make musical notes. That's how you make music.
You gotta make some. You gotta make some selections here. You gotta pick out the weak bottles at every step.
It's just so weird. Like water plus bottles, and then like this doesn't have to be 3 pictures. I guess really. Like water drops plus bottles. You could just have the water in the bottles, or like pouring. I don't know. It's just weird. How many of these are serving? 24 pieces? Jeez. I'm not going to eat 24 pieces.
I don't want to eat these anymore. That bear freaked me out too much. I don't like it. You know the Gummy Bear song from 2007?
Yeah.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Someone showed me that in 2007, like my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I hate gummy bears now.
I don't like gummy bears.
I used to eat gummy bears like every day.
Stu criticizes me for not liking it because I've said this. I don't like gummies. I like fruit snacks. I don't like gummy bears or gummy worms. I don't like the texture.
Now, I had COVID last week, and my sense of taste was really bad. So, I think it's been coming back. Like, I had a burger yesterday, and it tasted pretty good. That was like the first thing I've eaten in a long time. I mean, in a few weeks. That where like I was actually tasting it like the whole way through.
You should talk about the blood then.
The blood thing. Oh, sure, but yeah. So maybe my analysis will be lacking on these. They're kind of tasteless though.
I have some advice. What I do is I suck on them until they get really soft, and then you just slurp them down your throat.
Don't say it.
What?
It's awful.
What do you mean?
I don't want to do that. Like I was fine with doing it until you said slurp them down your throat. I was fine with doing that until you said that.
Why?
It's just disgusting. It's a horrible image.
How?
I don't even want to eat anything anymore.
Well, we need to go eat dinner soon. It's
Well, too bad. You don't
7.
get to. I'm never gonna eat again in my life now.
You should. Oh, you should
It's
say.
the combination of this stupid ass bear on the package and what you just said. I slurper your poopy while you sleep.
Is that your comb on the floor?
No, I don't have a comb.
It might be a pen.
Pens aren't that long. I mean, wide and flat.
I'm gonna pick it up and find out. I still can't tell what it is from here. It's not even. It's like literally right here. Oh, it's just a piece of string. Or ribbon. It's a piece of ribbon. What is this from? Is it tape? I think it's a piece of black tape.
Well, okay. So, I don't know. What fucking things tasted like blood when I was at COVID? Like not actual blood, but like really strong iron. Not even iron. I don't know. It just tasted extremely rancid.
And you said that's happened before in your life.
Yeah, like a long time ago. And I had no idea what was going on, and people were just like, I felt like I was being gaslit by reality, because everyone was like, it doesn't taste bad, what are you
This was in a
talking about?
kindergarten or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. They were like, it doesn't taste bad, what are you talking about? You're being
So while I was eating these,
You're being
you were eating
overdramatic.
blood.
What?
While I was eating these in kindergarten, you were like eating blood and stuff.
What?
Never mind.
This was only for like a few weeks or so, not even that long. It
Yeah,
was
I'm
just a
saying
very...
this possibility that we were eating at the same time.
I have a lot of memories of like being a child and being like freaking gaslit.
Yeah.
Because nobody believes children or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially about medical things. Like, there was also the time I broke my finger and just nobody believed that it was broken. It might have just been dislocated, I guess, or something. But like, something was definitely wrong with it. I couldn't bend my hand. And just nobody believed me. They were like, I've already told this, I'm sure. It's a very formative memory.
Probably partially because you were a girl, too.
You think so? What does that have to do with anything? You think people would take it more seriously, right?
I've heard that often women who report medical issues are not believed as often as men are.
I heard that about, like, minorities. Racial
That's true.
minorities, but not women. I've not heard that. Maybe. I don't know.
Because think about it, if a guy is like crying from an injury, they'd be like, oh, if a guy is crying, that must be a big deal.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, it's like, you could be like, oh, get over it. You're a big man. You're just a defective man who's gay.
That's true.
Like women, it's like, oh no, her delicate little woman bones got broken. You know? It could go either way.
Yeah. This is what I learned in like a class or something.
It makes sense.
I gotta say, obviously.
I mean, that's actually definitely a thing with like women complaining about like problems with birth control and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because like people they're like, well, that doesn't matter.
Chocolate chip Teddy Grahams are by far my favorite.
I can't even imagine that. How could chocolate chips fit in these little things?
Well, it's like chocolate speckles. It's not even like chocolate chips.
Okay, now that you've put that image in my head, I think I've seen that.
Those ones are more fun.
Can I take a look at one of these? I've just noticed they have like some detail.
There's like two different shapes of them.
Two different shapes? Oh no, I'm gonna have to look at two different ones. Oh, this one doesn't have a foot.
Yeah, some of them are spragged and some of them are like standing up with the legs together.
Okay. They're kind of shiny.
Yeah, that's the honey glaze.
Oh, alright. But they're not sticky, so good for them, I guess.
The chocolate ones aren't shiny, I don't think. They might be. And I go a little better. So you keep chewing it. That's what your mistake, I think.
Yeah, they're just like crackers. It is kind of like honey. They're fine. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I don't have to taste as much as the chocolate ones. These are like more default. I might like these more than the solid chocolate ones. Because those ones, like, I don't know, it's a different thickness. Oh, the date is December 13th, 2022. Probably the last 2022 episode we're going to record.
What if there was like a world where everybody existed in the same exact space, just in different time periods? And when you were like uploading stuff to the internet, you wouldn't want to say what date you were at, because then people could find you, like from the date.
That'd be interesting.
But they know where you are in time, in space, because who's ever has existed on that bed you're sitting on, but just like hundreds of years apart.
Well, we have 15 episodes uploaded now. That might be the last one I've scheduled, actually. Because I know it like went up to like December. I just didn't have time to edit the rest. Oh well.
Man, there are so many humans on Earth that
8 billion or something like that.
There are so many humans on Earth that you couldn't even have like 1 year to each human in the history of the universe.
It's pretty crazy.
So one human could have a 1 year. 1.67 years.
Oh, I've wanted to do an episode on white fudge covered Oreos, because that would be great for Christmas.
You could with your brother. I mean, with Stir.
Well, these are gonna. I'm gonna wrap these up and give them to my mom.
And then eat them for House of Snooks.
No, for my mom's. There's only like 10 in here, or something.
Ugh.
Like with these ones, yeah. There's 12 cookies in here in this big giant box. Cause like these are packaged like separate in like little Lunchables trays, unlike normal Oreos. And my mom likes these more than I do, so. What's this episode called?
House of the feeling you get that you've done something wrong.
That's sad. Well, goodbye. This has been the house of whatever the exact wording was. I don't want to say it again. Dude, Animals Book Club or podcast is funny.
Yeah, you're right. Blue!
New episode comes out next week.
Which one? Is it 16?
Yeah.
I've listened to that one.
You must have.
It's just been like a year.
I'm excited because the next one that comes out.
We haven't even released the one where you eat all the oatmeal, and that was like 3 fucking years ago or something.
Yeah. Yeah, the episodes are 2 years old.
Man.
At least 2. Because in the next episode to come out, Blue Thunder, we say something about Among Us, and they're like, man, that's going to be like dated. And then Blue Thunder is like, by the way, this episode was recorded in 2020. Yeah, that's right, 2020. You probably thought this was new, but it's old. Does that break your illusion that these people can connect to you? They're freaking old, dude. This was years ago. I'm recording this in 2022. This probably isn't going to come out that year. And it's like the first one of 2023 that's being released.
Yeah.
I think that worked out very well. Okay, we should end the podcast now. We gotta go eat dinner. Goodbye.
Did he say what month of 2022?
What?
Did he say what month of 2022?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember what month it was. It was in the summer, I think. I didn't tell him what year it would come out, but he said that knowing Mustard, this is probably going to come out in 2023.
Well, yeah.
And he was right.
I just like the idea of somebody listening to this and being like, "Oh my god, I can't."
I think it's a really
Thank
nice...
you, Blue Thunder, for revealing the truth to me. These people.
I'm really happy with it, putting that. I was really happy with that. It's just like it's in the first like 10 minutes of the episode, and there's like scary music in the background as he's saying it,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just goes back to the episode. It's like, dude, I love our podcast so much. If you, for some reason, listen to this podcast and not an Animals Book Club podcast, like, what is wrong with you? That was like an actual podcast with like 22-hour episodes. And